everyone, I'm Pat Prokop, retired meteorologist here in Savannah, and yeah, it's hot out there. I was cutting the grass earlier this morning. I got in before the heat index, though. It did top above the 100-degree mark, so that was good. However, it is hot out there, but it looks like this is going to be the hottest portion of the summer. Hopefully, it won't get too much hotter than this. So let's take a look at the, first of all, the national weather advisories, and we can see that right now with the most of the southeast and south central portion of the United States under a heat advisory or excessive heat in this purple area over here in Mississippi, into northern Louisiana, Arkansas, back into southeast Oklahoma and northern Texas, and of course out in the southwest in New Mexico and Arizona, and the southern Nevada and south east portions of Southern California. I just looked at the temperature over at Phoenix, Arizona. It's 116 degrees there right now, but the humidity is only 10%. Here in Savannah, it's a different story. We have temperatures right now in the upper 90s. Let's take a look at some of those temperatures right now, mid to upper 90s. Here at the where I'm broadcasting from right here, 98 degrees, 96 at Hunter Army Airfield and at the Savannah Airport, 98 over in Claxton, 95 in Statesboro, and Metter 97, so it's quite hot. Hilton Head Island 93 degrees there, but the humidity is going up, and these are the temperatures. Now looking at the forecast temperatures for the remainder of the day, we're looking at the upper 90s, of course, on Thursday. Friday, again, upper 90s to about 100 degrees across our area. And usually in the summer months, we get about 1 or 2 days of 100 and above. There's been years where we didn't break 100 degrees for the air temperature. Of course, the heat index will always be above 100 around here. But anyway, we're going to be flirting with that 100-degree temperature for tomorrow. I think we're going to top off the day at either 97 or 98 degrees. Still warming up just a little bit. And there you can see across the south and inner portions of southeastern Georgia, those temperatures also in the mid to upper 90s. But then by Saturday, Sunday, and Monday, Saturday is still going to be hot and humid, but then Sunday we're going to be cooling down, less heat over into the lower 90s, going into Monday and back into the middle 90s Tuesday and Wednesday. And what about that heat index? Let's take a quick peek at that. Feels like temperature, and here we have it right here. And once again, any values above 100 is considered dangerous. Anything above 110 is very dangerous for any prolonged outdoor activities where heat exhaustion, heat cramps are likely, and heat stroke is possible under those weather conditions. And for today, the heat index was forecast to be up to about 110. It looks like it's going to be about 105, 106 in Savannah anyway. Then for tomorrow, back again about 110 degrees. Then a little less on Saturday as the temperature gets a little less hot, but still hot in the middle 90s. And then below 100 on the heat index for Sunday as somewhat less hot air moves into the area. But that's going to come with more clouds, showers, and thunderstorms. Let's take a look. First of all, let's go in the interior portions of our region. We can see those heat index values again around 110 to 111 for Friday. And then on Saturday in some locations before the front makes it through. Over into South Carolina, very hot and humid over on Hilton Head Island, over in the Bluffton area, and also Hardeeville, Sun City, and Beaufort. Extremely hot and humid day for Friday, but Saturday, a little less hot. Let's just say that. And then Sunday, a little less hot yet again, more. So, okay, that's good. Let's go into the satellite imagery right now. We're not seeing too much going on around here. We got some hazy skies. Now, did you notice the milky color in the sky earlier this morning? That was the smoke that was trapped in the mid and upper layers of the atmosphere from those forest fires coming out of Canada. Meanwhile, most of that has now filtered out. We are seeing some waves of somewhat developing in this cumulus field over here in southeastern Georgia and southern South Carolina. But up here off to the north, that is a thunderstorm complex that's moving across a large portion of Tennessee, moving into extreme northern Georgia and northwest South Carolina. Now, I'm watching this because the outflow from that, let's take a look at the lightning while I talk. The outflow from this outflow will be pushing into our area into this very warm, moist air. And that could be enough to generate some showers and thunderstorms throughout the evening hours across our region. But it looks like right now most of the activity is going to be into South Carolina and basically north and east of the Ogeechee River in southeastern Georgia. Southern Georgia and central portions of southeastern Georgia, I think, is going to be dry throughout the evening hours. Let's take a look at the Storm Prediction Center for the remainder of the day. There's a slight chance that if any of these storms do pop up in the afternoon or evening hours, now we'll see a slight chance for severe weather, and the severe content would be damaging downburst winds associated with some of these thunderstorms. And then for tomorrow, on Friday, expect to see a slight chance for severe thunderstorms in a large portion of southeastern Georgia, central Georgia, and extreme southern tip of South Carolina. Again, the main threat will be from damaging downburst winds associated with the strong downflow in thunderstorms. Most of these will be in the mid to late afternoon and the early evening hours. And we can take a peek into Saturday, and a marginal risk of severe weather in our area. So less than a chance that we have for tonight and for tomorrow. So let's go over into the regional radar summary. There's that cluster of thunderstorms over in Tennessee. The front line now moving into extreme north portions of Georgia, north of the Atlanta-Athens area. Again, I'm watching for particular outflows in this region. If it starts to mix with a sea breeze front that's coming inward and other boundaries, that could produce some areas of showers and thunderstorms that could produce some very strong winds. So we'll have to keep an eye on that. But right now, again, I think most of this is going to move off into across South Carolina. Well, of course, our South Carolina friends are going to have to watch out for this, particularly around in the Beaufort, Bluffton, Hilton Head, Hardyville area, Sun City, Hampton, Ridgeland, later on this evening, probably between 8 o'clock and midnight tonight. Keep an eye open for the possibility of severe weather there. Now, here's the sea breeze front showing up on the regional radar, actually the local radar from the National Weather Service. Serving the radar is out of the Jasper County area, almost in Hampton County, right here in Grays, North Carolina. Anyway, it's served by the National Weather Service here in Charleston, and of course it covers the greater Savannah area as well, all into southeastern Georgia. Anyway, there's the sea breeze front coming in. Now, as it comes in and that outflow from the storms to the northwest begin to flow into that, we could see some showers and thunderstorm development from that. And we're already seeing some showers and thunderstorms developing in the Pooler area, right around I-16 and I-95 interchange right now. So that could be the beginning of the showers and thunderstorms that could be forming throughout the remainder of the evening hours. Now, let's take a look at one of the forecast models here. And this is the North American model and the high resolution model. And here we are right now at the current time. This is 5 o'clock, 6 o'clock in the evening, then going into sunset. Here's 9 o'clock. And it has that band of thunderstorms well off to the north of us still at this time. And then it pushes off to the southeast and then moves into the greater Savannah area, upper portions of southeastern Georgia and coastal South Carolina after midnight tonight. This would be at 1 o'clock in the morning, according to this model here. So we could see some showers and thunderstorms overnight in the upper portions of southeastern Georgia and southern South Carolina. Then for Friday, expect to see another band of showers and thunderstorms developing late Friday afternoon into the Friday evening hours. This is at 11 o'clock on Friday p.m. And then it pushes into southern Georgia Saturday morning. Here we are at sunrise Saturday right here, and it dissipates by then. And then for going into Saturday afternoon, another band of showers and thunderstorms could develop. So we're going to see some more of those showers and thunderstorm rain chances increasing over the next several days. Let's take a look at the tropical Atlantic Ocean. There's a tropical storm Don right now. It's just spinning around in the Atlantic Ocean. What do we have here? Don with 50 mile per hour winds right now. It might get up to 55 miles an hour, but then this area of investigation over here, this disturbance over here in the Atlantic to the south west of the Cabo Verde Islands, sometimes called the Cape Verde Islands. Anyway, formation chance for the next 7 days is low at 20% with this system. Let's take a look at the computer models on that right now. Well, first of all, how about a satellite imagery of it? There it is right there. Let me refresh this satellite image here. And let's put it back into motion. There it is. So it's sunset over there right now, but there's that wave at the moment. And there's dawn right now spinning around in the central Atlantic Ocean. So right now, basically no major threat. You know, see this right here? That's dust coming off the coast of Africa, moving across the Atlantic Ocean. See how we got smoke coming down from the northwest? There it is right there. Dust coming in from Africa, moving across into the northern Caribbean, southern Atlantic, southwest Atlantic, into Florida right now. That's dust. And that's also dry air. So that's inhibiting chances for tropical storm development in those regions there. Anyway, let's take a look at the computer models and the global forecast system, the United States model. Here's that wave right there, and here's dawn over here. And let's take a look at this and put it into motion. You can see dawn spinning around a big area of high pressure in the Atlantic Ocean, then moving northward into cooler waters and then dissipating. And that wave in the Atlantic Ocean, where'd it go? It moves a little bit. You can see it progressing westward, moving toward the Lesser Antilles Islands, the southern portion, and then basically becoming just an open wave in the Caribbean Sea. It continues to move westward toward the coast of Central America. So nothing to worry about there. What about the ECMWF? A lot of people like to see the ECMWF, the European Center for Medium Range Weather Forecast. And here's the wave right over here that we're watching. And it takes it and moves it westward at a slow rate of speed. And it too also flattens it out and becomes an open wave in the central Caribbean Sea, moving westward. So no threat for severe weather for our area. ECM has something developing after that. We'll have to keep an eye on that. But that's just one model. The global forecast system, the U.S. model, did not show this whatsoever. So keeping that in mind, it's hot and humid out there. You don't need me to tell you that. Stay hydrated. That's the important thing. And use water or recall like Gatorades and things like that replace your salt loss. Potassium, particularly potassium, you lose a lot of potassium when you're out sweating. And don't overdo it. Heat illnesses will sneak up on you. You think you're doing okay, and then about 4 or 5 hours later, after you come inside and showered down and cooled off, you're wondering, why do I feel so tired? Why am I weak? You know, well, that's heat illness setting in. So, you know, just keep in mind, don't overdo it. Just plan your time when you're out in the heat for any length of time to take breaks, get in some cooling areas, and take lots of water, particularly water. Stay away from caffeinated beverages such as coffee. And I love my coffee, but that sucks the water out of you. And Coca-Colas and Pepsi-Colas, all the colas and all that, they taste good. They really taste good when it's hot out there, but they also take the water out of your system. So be careful about that. So stay cool. Looks like we're going to be cooling or less hot over the by Sunday and Monday, and get back to actually normal high for this time of the year. Matter of fact, let's take just a quick peek at that. Have it right here. Normal high for this time of the year is 93. So if it's just normal, 93 is the high. 74 is the normal low. We're above the normal lows. We've been dropping down into the upper 70s instead of the mid 70s over the last several nights. We're going to return back to normal, 92 and 74 for next week. And then it looks like the several weeks thereafter through the month of August looks like kind of like normal weather conditions around here, but we know what normal is in the summer, hot and humid, and we're going to get more of that, and the rain chances will be up there as well. We get a lot of rain in the months of July and August going into September. So with that being said, thanks for watching, and I hope you are able to stay cool somewhat and stay hydrated.